Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online radio box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.
The views expressed on this program are not those of Biggs Radio Chicago, its subsidiaries, affiliates, or sponsors.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, baby. And we are here on another episode of the Jeff Releford Show here on Biggs Radio Chicago, WCHI, Biggs Radio Chicago. From the A-Track to the latest app, y'all, this is how we rolling. So y'all tap into the Jeff Releford Show from 5 to 6 p.m. Thank y'all. How's everybody doing on the day? Listen, I know that, see, here in Chicago, it's starting to get hot again, people. It's starting to get hot. We had a cool week, okay? A nice, cool week. It was beautiful. It was amazing for me. So I don't know how it was for y'all, but I got outside. I enjoyed. So I hope y'all did too. But y'all know how we do, man. We dive right into it. But first, we got a few announcements. You know, I got to let the people know where we at, what we doing. And boom, baby, we are here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reed of the VNO, what you know, myself, Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace, who was Smooch Wallace, baby. If you don't know him, please get to know him. And also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. We at the Vibe Studios. And, you know, we also doing some documentary stuff right now with, what's that man's name? Oh, my gosh. I can't remember the man's name. But we doing some documentary stuff, y'all. We do so much, man. It's a lot going on. Me doing the whole radio stuff and the personality work and with the shows and everything. And then I got Ron doing his stuff behind the scenes with different podcasts and stuff, because we produce podcasts and radio shows too. That's what the whole setup is for. We also do traveling events. We cover events, different stuff like that. So, yeah. We doing a lot of stuff, y'all. And documentaries is the newest thing. So if you want something like that done, we got you too. So y'all tap into the Vibe Studios. That's how we roll. We do our thing. And y'all also know, baby, it's also our motivational day as well. So we got the Jeff Releford Show from 5 to 6 p.m. Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m. And then we have the Donna Lynn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. Listen, if you have any music that you would like to be played, or you would like to be a guest here on any of our shows, because we have more shows, baby. We got people like Al Greer. We got, we got Julian St. Chris. We got Nino Nagash, okay? We have Kim Patterson, okay? We have Z Truth, all right? We have more shows that you could be featured on. So give us a call at 773-462-4447. Or you can email us at biggsradio@gmail.com. Once again, you can give us a call at 773-462-4447 or email us at biggsradio@gmail.com. So y'all stay tapped in. Okay, y'all, look. So we're going to pay some bills, you know, a little later. We're going to have some commercials to run. I got some things to mention that we're going to be a part of. Oh, I just flashed it right there. Boom, bada, bam. If you missed it, you missed it, baby. But I got some things I'm going to mention a little later on, too, as well. And we got some commercials to play. But listen here, y'all. We got a good guest for today. This particular brother, man, I met him early on before, but we reconnected again at the Professional Hoops Association basketball game when y'all saw your boy do the coverage there at. And this guy is amazing. He has a story to tell. And when I have people on the show, like I say, I only want people on the show who's actually doing some things, right? Doing things. And this brother is moving. This brother making waves. He doing more than making waves. He just making an impact on what he doing with everybody. So I got brother Selah Brooks in the building.
What's popping? How you doing?
Go ahead, say that again, brother. I'm sorry.
I said, what's popping, man? How you doing?
I'm good, brother.
That's
just
good.
Happy to have you on, man, because I've been wanting this. I've been waiting for this.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this is good stuff, brother. We're going to get it cracking. But I did a small introduction to you, but go ahead, introduce yourself to the people, let them know what you do, and we'll dive right into it, brother.
All right. So my name is Selah Brooks. I'm the owner of Phenomenal Photo Booth Company. I rent photo booths for high-end corporate events and high-end weddings. And I also am a personal branding coach, and I teach people about content creation. This is one of my new ventures, and I got a new business name, and we gonna get into that. And that just has started off as so the way that segue and the way that kind of got created was because I when I started my photo booth business, I was laid off from my job.
Okay.
So, I was broke.
Now, y'all, we diving right into it. We gonna let y'all know, because I told y'all this brother has a great story. Y'all got to pay attention to this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was laid off from my job, and dude, I had zeros in every bank account. I had maxed out credit cards. I went straight broke. My car was broke down. My AC was broke in the summertime. My wife woke me up and said, "Hey, I'm pregnant." So I had a 3-year-old already. I got another baby on the way. I had court papers in my mailbox because one of the previous marketing companies I was working for was trying to sue me. Man, so I was going through what I call a hurricane season.
Okay.
Right. That's not a bad day. It's not just a bad month. Exactly. It was a bad year. Right.
Okay.
What I learned from that was a hurricane season is not meant to kill you. It's meant to build you.
Facts.
So when I had this photo booth, right? So I couldn't get a job, right? And I had this photo booth. It wasn't even unboxed, right? And so what I learned was, because dude, basically I was getting blackballed. A lot of people did not want to rent my photo booth, right?
Yeah.
So I woke up one day and I didn't have a network. 95% of the numbers that was in my phone when I tried to rent my photo booth to them, they didn't answer.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Kendrick Lamar, he got a song called Euphoria.
Okay, I heard that song.
Right.
I've heard Euphoria.
There's a line in that song, and it says, and he said, "If you don't want to work with me no more, okay. If you don't want to work with me no more, okay." So God is so good that I didn't need a network. What I needed to go do is build an audience. So I had to learn how to use social media or be homeless. So when I posted anything about my photo booth business, it always flopped. No likes, no shares, no engagements, nothing.
Now, y'all, listen. Now, keys to the game. He about to give y'all some keys. So listen closely. Okay, keep going.
All right. Press play. Right, press play.
There it is.
So check this out. When I posted about the photo booth business, it flopped. No likes, no shares, no engagement. So I need money. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, how do I get people to pay attention to me? I don't have a network. I don't have any easy wins. Yeah. Right. So what I did was, when I was laid off from my job, my friend called me one time. Right, he hit me up. Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, I heard people laughing that you got laid off from your job." I'm like, "Oh, people think this. All right, cool." I was watching 8 Mile at the time. Okay, there's a scene in 8 Mile where Papa Doc and B Rabbit they about to have a rap battle. Yeah, right. B Rabbit, he went first, and he said everything that Papa Doc was going to say about him. Right, he literally took all his bars away. So how could you go?
He was left speechless.
He choked it.
Couldn't say nothing.
What I learned from that scene, when you put yourself out there, how can somebody dish you if this is what everybody already know? This is what it is.
It is.
All right, y'all laughing? All right, cool. So what I did was I started making content on social media. Hey, I got laid off from my job, zeros in every bank account, maxed out credit cards. I got this photo booth and I'm not gonna fail. Watch this. All that content produced. All that content got me the attention that I needed. And I started to figure out a formula, right? It's a formula for this. I call that formula the vulnerability formula, because this is what I noticed. Okay. All the content about me spiked. Why? Because people want to relate to people.
Come on, bro. That's it. I'll be trying to tell people this, man. Look, the best way to go ahead and to market anything is to put yourself out there and just be authentic with it.
Right. That's it. So that's exactly what I did. Right. Like I put myself out there. Yeah. Right. The essence of social media was made for people, not for businesses. Right. True. So if you're a business and you masquerading online as a person, you're not going to get the attention. And that's what a lot of business owners struggle with. Right. When you put yourself out there and you start showing your losses, that's what people pay attention to. And why is that? Because everybody on social media, they always show their wins. This is the car that I got. This is the house that I just bought. This how fine my woman is. They always show the wins, but nobody shows the losses. What I teach in my personal branding class is there's 2 core pillars to building a personal brand in my framework that I teach. Right? It's vulnerability and authenticity. So with vulnerability, when you put yourself out there, good things happen, bro. Right. So like people, they want to relate to you. So when you're able to put content out there, when you showing a loss, that's really huge for an audience because everybody on social media show wins. So this is what this is my vulnerability formula. All right. Vulnerability equals relatability, which equals memorability. Since I was vulnerable, people was able to relate to me. And since they was able to relate to me, they was able to remember me.
Okay.
There are more people with problems than people without problems.
Ooh, say that again. So the people, look right there, point.
Okay. There are more people with problems than people without problems, right? So if I'm putting myself on social media saying this is a problem that I'm dealing with, I guarantee you're going to find other people in the same situation as me.
Come on.
And if you're not in the same situation as me, you're going to be able to relate to what I'm going through because it's vulnerability, right? So since I put that out there, this is what exploded my photo booth business. Because since I was vulnerable, people were able to relate to me. And since they was able to relate to me, they was able to remember me. Right. And so and I teach this in my class, because if I got people that relate to me, they're going to remember what I do. Man, if I'm booking a photo booth, I'm going with that guy.
That's it. Yeah.
The other part to my personal branding course, right? When I talk about the authenticity is you got to be authentic. What does that mean? That means you got to be who you really are. So here's an exercise that everybody can do. Because what I notice is people, they struggle on camera, right? When that camera come on,
they do.
They can be a professional at what they do. There's some people out here who really know what they're doing, right? Experts.
Facts.
When that camera come on, man, they turn weird.
They choke.
They be stuttering.
I used to.
You know,
I've been there.
You know what I mean? So what this means is that you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's something called video phobia. Video phobia. Okay. That is what a lot of people have when the camera come on. So the reason that happens is because you're trying to, when the camera come on, people try to be professional, right? This is what they think. I got to be professional. I got to be, hello, good morning, everyone, right? They try to be professional.
That's it, brother. You ain't lying.
Professional. The professional version of you is the forgettable version of you. Nobody gonna remember that person.
That's true.
The reason why is because those videos suck because you're not being your real self and people can see that. But instead of people challenging themselves to be better on camera, they'd rather just hide behind their business. Rates, prices, features, benefits, that's all the content that they push. They never step out in front of their business and become the brand.
Come on, y'all. Didn't it? I told y'all, nuggets today.
Come on, look.
Nuggets today. I'm telling y'all. See, y'all be listening, but y'all don't be listening. Go ahead, brother.
And this is, I get deep in that bag now. Look, it get deeper. But here's an exercise that I teach people to do, okay? Write down 5 words that your closest friends or family members would use to describe you. Okay. Right? 5 words, like your closest, your aunties, uncles, cousins, friends, the 5 words that people would use to describe you. Write those things down. Right. Okay. It should be funny, very, very smart, intelligent, witty, whatever. Those 5 things. Right. If everybody can't say the same thing about you everywhere you go, you don't have a strong personal brand. Right.
That's true.
If everybody can't say the same thing about you, you don't have a strong personal brand, right? But here's the real elbow.
Okay.
Here's the real elbow. The reason why those 5 words are important is because that is who you need to be on camera. Those 5 words is who you really are. Why is that your real self? That's because when you're around those people, you feel real comfortable. So you're your true, authentic self.
Yeah.
Right. So that means you need to be that comfortable in front of the camera. How do you do that?
Facts.
You need to practice. So what I was doing when I was broke and I knew that my content sucked because I sucked being on camera, all I did was show up on my story every single day and I made a video. 3 videos a day for a whole week. And this is what got me on the path to get better. So
you dedicated.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be. I was broke. I had nothing but time.
He had nothing but time, y'all. See that. Because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I could push 3 videos a day, but I can't push 3 videos a day.
But here's the thing: people hear that and they're, oh my gosh, that's hard. It's on your story, right? It's the video you put on your story.
Yeah,
man, 10, 15 seconds. Because behind the camera, that feel like a long time, right?
Very true.
So I would do, I would just say, hey, I'll show up, man, dude. I'm putting in the work today. I'm working on this video edit. That's done, right? Just to show up. The reason I did that was because in 24 hours, the video disappears. It goes away. So if the content sucks, bro, who cares? But I'm still showing up every day and getting the reps. But
I like that.
It gets deleted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to combat my video phobia. Then when I actually started posting stuff on my page and I started to show up, then I'm like this. I show up on interviews like this. I show up to networking events like this. I do my videos like this because it's authenticity. It's who I am.
There you go.
Here's how both of those things work together. Vulnerability creates connection, but it also creates attention.
Facts.
The more vulnerable you are, the more attention you get. I talked about being laid off and being broke. It exploded my photo booth business. I got booked by Notre Dame. I do, what Methodist Hospital, First Source Bank. Like people pay me money, but it all started because I put myself out there, right? Yeah. So it created enough attention that I needed, right? Because this is a strategy that I call publicity over advertising, right? Publicity can be free. Advertising costs.
Come on.
You need to generate your own buzz, generate your own publicity.
Game people.
Where I go, attention follows, and it's because I know how to create my own attention. If you don't have a network, because a lot of times, if you don't have a network, you will look at somebody who popping and who got a lot of attention, and you go try to hang out with those people.
That's it.
Just to be around them, so you can get that attention. Man, you ain't got. And sometimes we don't even like these people if we being for real. You ain't got to hang out with nobody.
He telling the truth. I ain't saying that I know some people like that. I'm just saying. He telling the truth. All right.
Yeah. You do not have to go hang with people who got publicity or got like a lot of attention, a lot of buzz around them to go get attention yourself. You can create your own attention. How do you do that, man? You start being vulnerable and being real. So vulnerability creates the attention, right? But the authenticity is what keeps people.
And you know what? When I started doing my own podcast, I was on Dope Living. Not my own podcast, but I was on a podcast. Shout out to Greg and the crew. Gina Gasson, Rachel L. Gary. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I gotta talk to you about Rachel later. But that's big homie. That's big homie.
Oh yeah, she good at what she do. And oh my gosh, Chris and what's that man's name? Oh my gosh. I see him on my face. Maurice Bishop, Mo B in the house. Shout out to all y'all, man. I miss y'all Dope Living TV live, man. But when I was on there, that's why I was doing my small segments, my life coaching moments and everything. And they love the fact of having a life coach on the show. Yeah. And I was being vulnerable because I used to tell people at the time, I said, the reason why people's social media don't buzz at Dope Pop is because people don't know them. People say, okay, I want to be private. I want to be this, that, the third, but they want to see you. That's like you said earlier. That's what social media is about. It's so people can be social with you on media. It's not so that you could just keep to yourself and you could post when you want to. If that's the case, you shouldn't have a social media account. Right. You might as well just continue to live a private life, do what you do, and you don't have to keep up with people. Some people just have social media to say, I'm just trying to see what everybody else doing. Yeah. But anyway, beside the point, I just feel that always, if you want to create that level of buzz, like you said, you do have to be vulnerable. Some of the best shows that I've done when I've talked about myself, because I talk about myself, people, if y'all listen to the show enough, is when I was being transparent and telling people where I was at, because when I'm telling people where I'm at, it's somebody who's always going to be relatable to you. Right. Always. It never fails, bro. That's why I love how you put it.
That's why. And that's facts. And I'll tell you this, bro. I stopped talking about photo booths and I started talking about me.
Your life.
My life.
Yeah.
What I was going through. And since I did that, I have so many opportunities lined up at my doorstep, and a lot of them not even related to photo booths. Here's why that's powerful. Because when you create a personal brand, you become the product, dog. Yeah. I'm the product.
Facts.
They're buying a name, right?
That's it.
And so, man, I'm getting invites to podcasts, right? I'm becoming influencers. Like I got commission links where I become influencers, where I'm creating other revenue streams for myself. All because I put myself out there. I'm the only, like, there's other people named Selah. I'm one-on-one. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
People will tell, like, I was watching this one thing where this guy was talking about how you have your own fingerprint. Even if you have a twin, y'all can't have the same fingerprint.
Because I'm a twin. I could attest to that.
Right? So literally you're one-on-one. There is nobody like that's powerful to me, because I used to didn't think that I was important or special. Everybody's special. And when I put we can all sing, like, if you listen, like, this is how I put it. Imagine we making music. Okay. I'm a music artist, right? There's tons of rappers, because here's the question that I always have from my clients or people who take my classes: how do I separate myself?
That's it. Yeah.
You got a lot of people doing roofing, a lot of people doing insurance, a lot of people are real estate agents. How do I separate myself? You got a lot of people doing photo booths, photographers, DJs, and they got the same exact photo booth as me. You separate yourself by being you. Exactly. If you are making music, aka content, if you are making music, right? Why do I care about people who don't listen to my songs? Exactly. Why would I care?
That's true.
You ain't buying my album anyway. I'm making music, aka content, for my audience, the people who really be rocking with me.
Exactly.
And people, when people, the question then becomes, how do I make better content? That is, and here's what I found out on my journey, because I've only been doing this for a year, on my journey of creating content.
Yeah.
Check this out, Jeff.
What's up?
So you don't get to decide if your content's better, right? I don't even get to decide if my content's better.
It's about to be a mic drop. Go ahead, say it.
Do you know who decides if your content's better?
The people.
Your audience.
Come on now. Mic drop.
They decide if your content gets good and if your content is better.
Yeah.
What I teach in content creation is when people say, go make better content, we need to change that, because what people start to think is, I need to get better camera gear, better mics, better lighting. What that is called production value.
Yes. People
think if you increase your production value, meaning anything that makes the video look or sound better, that your content's better. And that's not true.
And you know what? I'm going to be very honest with y'all and transparent. That is what I used to think until I switched up everything to the type of guests that I want to have on my show. Once I switched it to the type of guests that I want to have on my show, then that's when all of that started changing. I said, okay, it don't matter about all of this because I can get this looking good anyway.
Right.
That's the thing. We got the lights. We got the setup. If y'all want to come over to the Vibe Studio so y'all can be on the show, get in. That's another thing. But I'm just saying. But that's what all of this work was for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when people come in here, they say, Jeff, I like the setup. I love what you're doing. It look good in here. Blah. That's what they tell me. That's a given. I know if I like it, the rest of y'all gonna like it because I put it together with some thought and it looks good. And a lot of people say, okay, it's not too many studios around this area that look like this. And I say, all right, I keep it moving, you know?
Facts.
But what changed all that was when I had people like you sitting in the seat, you know, giving up the game. When I have health people coming on, sitting in the seat, giving up the game, other personalities. And some personalities don't even give up the game. Some of y'all know who y'all just sat in the chair. I'm just being honest because some of y'all don't give up the game. I don't mind giving up the game because in radio, it's not that hard to navigate and move around. You just got to have a little bit of money and a vision and you can make it happen.
Okay.
You know,
talk your talk.
But it's true. It's true. And in my case now, a lot of money because radio is an investment. But just like anything else, anything is an investment. Like your photo booth business is an investment. But you making money, so now you can put that money back into the business.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I'm sorry.
No, bro. I love what you're saying because it's cool to get a different perspective from somebody that's in a different industry.
Yeah.
To know that we all go through the same thing. We all have the same thought process because at the end of the day, we all trying to make content.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So, dude, like, when you telling me this stuff, I was like, oh, bro, now my brain is spinning. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you said, a lot of people don't want to give up the game. Knowledge is meant to be supplied, not denied.
You know, my man. See that,
right? Come on now.
This man gonna make me cry out the air, man. This good stuff right here, man. You don't get a lot of people out here who willing to just give it up like that. They want to give advice. They want to give watered down, toned down advice that is very general based.
Yep. I don't believe in that.
And broad.
Here's why I don't believe in that. Because when I learned what I learned, I was at my brokest point.
Yeah.
So I could not invest in knowledge and information with money. Right.
Yeah.
So when I would go out and I would look at different experts' content on like social media or whatever, it was all watered down stuff like he was talking. So then I would go to their website and I'm like, man, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 based on what? Exactly. From what I saw, you didn't even deliver anything. So why would I make that investment?
Exactly.
I give away so much game. I want the question to become, man, I learned all this stuff for free. How much more would I learn if I paid them? When people do not want to give up game, they might not really be an expert at what they do. Because why else would you be holding on to all of it? Man, this bag is so deep. I can't get into all this stuff. If you're really an expert, bro, information should spew out of your mouth. without you even trying, it should just fall out.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Unless you don't have that much information, you can't really go that deep. You can't really talk about it. So
yeah,
I learned all this stuff, and here's how I learned. I started with Udemy, right? You got Udemy. Mm-hmm. Udemy, every once in a while they release like a 7-day free trial.
Okay.
So I got a 7-day free trial on Udemy, and I literally screen recorded every single course that I wanted to learn and then cancel.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I screen recorded everything because here's how they get you. They know that these courses are like, some of them might say 200 hours long. Mm-hmm. I'm broke. I don't have 200 hours to sit here and just try to learn. I need to learn on my time because the other time I'm over here looking for jobs and trying to create content. Right. Uh-huh. So if I sat there and I screen recorded everything, then I can watch it on my own time. I don't need to, because they know that like you're not going to watch all this course 7 days. The average person wouldn't.
They know that.
Now you're about to get hit with this monthly fee. I don't got money for a monthly fee. Mm-hmm. So branding, marketing, social media, Google ads, SEO, like all this stuff that I had already learned because I was in marketing sales for a long time, but I'm trying to either dive deeper because I know I need to get my photo booth business jumping. Mm-hmm. Right. So camera, photography, I took all these courses and screen record all of them because they don't have a limit on how many courses you can watch in that 7 days. Right. So I just, and I would screen record. I had 2 laptops, screen recording all these courses.
So, okay. So the 7-day trial was for, and all the courses are 200 hours?
Not all of them, not, but it's some courses in there that they are like 200 something hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. So
that's a long screen record.
Well, you break them up. So they come in like different sections.
Oh, different like modules.
Modules, right? So I will watch.
Gotcha.
So and I had this flash drive, and it was a 2 terabyte flash drive.
Oh, that's love.
Yeah. See, but I made the investment, but this is before I went broke. Okay. But I always have a flash drive because I want to try to save all my information and my knowledge. Yeah, right? Definitely. So I would do a 6-hour screen recording, and then I would put that on the flash drive. So I don't take that much space on my computer. Do it again. On my own time, I watched everything. Mm-hmm. I didn't pay. And then I went to go look for audiobooks. So I can learn, right? Because I believe that knowledge is an asset that don't depreciate in value.
Exactly.
I can't, like, my knowledge that I learned, that I obtained, is always going to be very, very valuable to me. Right. Mm-hmm. So like I was sleeping in my car and I made it. Yeah. I was broke as hell and I made it. Mm-hmm. And I somebody like the True Version Media name that I had for my company. Yeah. Right. For my personal brand. Like, I'm talking about it early, but somebody stole my business name. Yeah. And I'm going to make it anyway. Why? Because I know things. Right. Facts. So then and this is why people, like, I tell them, like, you got to invest in yourself. We'll go to college and we'll purchase, we'll try to get a degree. Bro, it's not even a tax write-off. It's not. It's not a tax write-off. It's not. As business people, that's not a good idea. You know what I mean?
Can you say that again? Look in the listen, right there. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, let me make sure. Okay. As business people, as entrepreneurs, right? It's not a good idea to go to college and to go in debt for a degree, and it's not even a tax write-off. Here's why I say that. There's a guy, his name is Carter Cofield. He is probably one of the top CPAs in the world, and he's very viral on social media. He say this, and this dude run a 7 to 8 figure business. Who you think I'm listening to? Him or the person with a degree? Exactly. I'm listening to him. Mm-hmm. He said that back in the day, right? Like, let's say ancient Europe. Okay. If you wanted to learn a trade, like let's say blacksmithing, you would actually go to somebody that was called a master, right? They were a master blacksmith, and you would go learn from that person. Once you learn everything you needed to know under him, and you wanted to learn a different form of blacksmithing, you had to go somewhere like, let's say Japan, and learn from another person that taught a certain type of blacksmithing. Mm-hmm. You were what's called a journeyman. That's it. You were what's called as journeyman, and you went to learn under all these masters, and you learned a specific trade and a specific skill. What Carter talked about is we are being learned how to learn wrong. We don't know how to learn. We'll go to college and we'll purchase, we'll try to get a degree, right? Let's say I want to be an engineer. I got to go to history class. I mean, math is important, but history, science, all these other things to learn this one thing. What if I just learned from the top engineer in the world and I just took his course straight up? Hey man, how much? $20,000 to learn what you know? All right, bet, let's do it. And then as a business, it's also a tax write-off. But I'm only learning a thing that I want to know that's going to help me reach the point to where he at.
That's it.
When I figured that out, man, dude, I'm just about to go pay for the game. The problem is there's a lot of people who are better marketers than teachers. So they got all this content out there.
Very true.
And they, people don't want to get scammed. So you do got to do your research. You got to know. But once you find somebody that is really who they say they is, and their content supports it, their free information supports it.
Yeah.
And then they always have a different level of offers. So they'll have a free masterclass. You would take that free masterclass, they're going to give away so much game that breaks your brain. Oh my gosh.
They'll give you a lot. And it's going to be like, man, that was very, very useful information. That's what Myron Golden did.
Yep.
And I love how Myron Golden structured his stuff.
Yeah. See,
he taught me a lot.
Come on now.
A lot.
I know Myron Golden. Like you watch his content, man, he gives away so much free game. Then he had it'll be a smaller offer for $350, right? Then they deliver on that $350. Then it's another offer, right? They always produce and they always deliver the goods.
Facts.
Right? So I'm going to go learn from a person I know delivering the goods of what I want to learn. So where I learned a lot of my stuff, a guy named Omar Etakari, and he got something called the video department on YouTube. When I went on my content creation journey, I just watched his stuff. And I learned every single time on YouTube. He had an offer. It's called a Cash to Content Challenge. It's 5 days, right? And so when I really didn't even have a lot of money, I purchased his $99 ticket for general admission.
Okay.
I learned a lot of knowledge for $99. Then he did it again. I paid $350. And I learned way more information for $350. So I went on this journey. I said, okay, people are going to college. And check this out, because at one of my workshops, my personal brand and content creation seminar, there's a lady, she teaches a class at Benedictine University, right? A master level marketing class at Benedictine University. She purchased my personal branding class and my content creation class, right? And she also has a master's in marketing.
Yeah.
Man, she told me that she learned more from my class than all of her days in the school. She said my stuff is more valuable than her marketing degree.
And listen to how you explain that, talking about how they would learn from the master.
Right.
But now they say we have a master's program. Are you not really the master at what you know? Because how much of that information did you really retain? Because a lot of that information that you thought you retained, now you have to go to that job and learn their own system in order to use only a few of the practices that you learned while you were getting that master's degree. I'm just trying to break it down for the people in the back while you were actually getting that master's degree. So all you really know how to do is to run that one particular business.
Yep.
That's why you find a lot of your most successful people. Shout out to Dwayne Walker, because Dwayne Walker is very successful. And with Dwayne Walker, I believe he has been very successful because he's worked for multiple companies. So he's got to see different ways. That's part of being that journeyman.
The journeyman.
He went and he learned from other companies, took on other roles, and he was able to look at that and then apply that to his own business.
Absolutely. And really what he's doing is he's learning different plays.
Yes.
He's learning different plays.
Facts.
Right. And so even right now in the working world, this is something that's called the give yourself a raise method. If you put two people, right, let's say they're very similar in age and education level, right? You got the person on the left, person on the right. You put them on a linear graph that shows their income. The person on the left works for the same company for 5 straight years. These people might get 2 raises in that 5 years, and they might be like $1 or something else. The person on the right, he works for a different company every year for 5 years. He's going to make more than that person.
Yes.
Because every time you go to a new company, right? Like let's say they both started out making $20 an hour, right? When I go to another company, I'm only going to apply for people who are going to be paying me more than $20 an hour.
Exactly.
So if they say, and I get the experience, they say yes, I'm about to go work for them. People hate hiring people like this in their company, right? But here's what they don't tell you. The reason why they hate hiring people that use the give yourself a raise method, because they know that, all right, man, this dude, he ain't gonna be here for that long. They want to be able to keep you for 5 years and not pay you that much money, because a lot of companies do not grow with your situation, your lifestyle, and the economy.
They don't.
Nope. So we are leaving the era of like being with one company for 10 plus years. That's very, very unheard of.
Oh yeah. Very, very unheard of.
So this person that's going to all these jobs, right? And he's getting hired. I bet you when that person goes and run his own company, he's going to know about accounting and receivables. He's going to understand marketing. He's going to understand sales. He's going to understand processes and systems. He's going to understand how to get paid, right?
Yes.
Like how to integrate
Yes.
all, like, because he's been at a bunch of different, and he just picked up a lot of stuff along the way, being a journeyman.
That's it, bro. That's it. All right, y'all. Y'all stay locked in real quick. We have to take a quick commercial break. And when I say quick commercial, I mean quick commercial, because I'm going to play this commercial and I'm going to elaborate on it. And then I got another announcement. So, all right, y'all, stay tuned. We literally going to be back in a quick moment.
Jewel XQ Cigar Lounge presents their own brand of cigars, Winfred Owens Luxury Cigars, available worldwide and exclusively at Jewel's XQ Cigar Lounge, 4469 Broadway in Gary, Indiana.
That's right, y'all. Y'all heard it. Jewel XQ Cigar Lounge, 4469 Broadway in Gary, Indiana, where the sophisticated go to play, baby. Okay, where the sophisticated go to play. Please, they have a wide selection of cigars for you to choose from. Me, myself, I like Fat Bottom Betties because I have to watch the type of cigars that I smoke, because I had to learn early on that if you stay on that cigar, that stogie, for too long, it's going to make you sick if you're not used to that pure tobacco out here. So if you're not used to the pure tobacco, people, but you want to get your nice smooth smoke, get your Fat Bottom Betty. But only do that at Jewel XQ Cigar Lounge, located at 4469 Broadway in Gary, Indiana. All right, y'all. Y'all tap into that. I got one more announcement too, but I'm going to say that a little later, because that's going to actually be a real special one that we're going to be at. So, yeah, y'all go ahead and tap in to Jewel XQ Cigar Lounge. Yes, I got Selah Brooks on the show, man. This brother right here is dropping gems and dropping knowledge, which I knew he would. And yeah, man, we just gonna keep talking. We talk about these different methods. We talk about people who pay yourself method, people. That's when you learn a little bit, go to the next job, get paid a little bit more, learn a little bit, go to the next job, have them pay a little bit more. Right. Because like he said earlier, these places don't like you like that because they know you're only gonna be there like 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. That's what I did to get my electrical experience. That's how I know a little bit of instrumentation. I know the manufacturing of panels and everything like that. And then we got the whole electrician part right here. I'm sorry. My phone is tied into some stuff. Forgive me, everybody. Forgive me. But yes, that's how you do that. That's how you learn that method, man. But we were just elaborating on it. So it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, my brother. Keep going.
Well, we'll shift gears a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
So I know we were talking about True Virgin Media, and I did want to touch on this too.
Yes, we were.
So I was running the company, like I said. So this is kind of how everything played out. My photo booth content was really good, right? And people were asking me, "Hey, man, we really like the way your content is. Can you teach me how to make videos like this? Can you teach me how to market like this?" Mm-hmm. So I was showing people on the side for free, because again, knowledge is meant to be supplied, not denied.
Facts.
I showed one of my homies everything that I knew. And he was like, "Bro, this is so good. What you need to do is you need to have a workshop, and then you need to charge people."
Yes, sir.
I was like, "Man, that's a fire idea, bro. Hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do." Right. So last month I put on my Facebook page. If I hosted a personal branding and content creation workshop, who would show up? Right. Yep. And so really I was being strategic, because I need people to raise their hand. And in my brain, I told myself, if I get enough people that say that they're interested, because I want to see what the demand is. If enough people are interested, I'll do the workshop. And if they're not, then I won't. Right, man. 56 people raised their hand to say I would be interested in something like that. Right. Facts. Now, when they found out it was going to be a paid workshop, I ain't going to say I had 56 people raise their hand, but 30 people did.
There you go.
So I created an offer. I said, all right, hey, I'm hosting this workshop. And what I'll do is I'll charge $150 per person. Right?
Exactly.
$150 per person. I hosted this workshop at the Michigan City Police Department in their conference room for free. They didn't charge me. So I used them as one of my sponsors. So shout out to the Michigan City Police Department. Shout out to Marty Corley, everything. So I was just like, all right, yeah, man. Like he was like, let's run it. Cool.
Okay.
Bam. So 30 people showed up, $150 each, bro. I made like $4,000.
See, right. And I'm going to tell y'all something. What this man just did, I'm going to tell you exactly what they did, because I took the Make More Offers Challenge with Marvin Golden.
Okay.
I only paid, I think it was $250 for that 6-week class or 3-week class, something like that. Mm-hmm. I know it was so many weeks. A lot of information. That's actually what this tattoo is right here on my forearm. 1 Kings 10, 24, and 25. That's actually the system of how King Solomon ended up getting paid. So what it is this is the first It is actually the first biblical principle and biblical system that is based on receiving residual income.
Wow.
Because King Solomon got paid at a rate per year by the people who came to seek wisdom from him. So everything that you are saying, sir, is biblical, and everything that you are saying is true.
That's crazy.
Now, the thing is, it's been tough for me to get somebody on this show who is actually like on that type of model. But sir, you are on that model. Myron Golden calls that King Solomon's, he has his own thing called King Solomon's Court, but he says that's King Solomon's business model. So it's here.
He got it tatted. That's
you
commitment.
Doing it.
That's commitment.
Oh, yeah. This is because the thing is, that's what me developing a lot of my stuff behind the scenes is. And I've been keeping that quiet, y'all. Y'all know a little bit of it. I've been keeping it quiet because this is the key is, if you really want to create some type of wealth for yourself, you want to make sure that you have money coming in every month. You need a course. You need a system that's already created that'll help people. You need something that'll be plug and play for people.
Yeah.
And if it is plug and play, you need to figure out how you can make all of that recurring payments.
Facts.
And that's the key to the game, yo.
It is.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is as free and as simple as we can. Like, this is how we can simplify it. It's not no magic with it. It ain't no voodoo. It ain't nothing we gotta say to stack it up higher to give it more levels to it. That is a key to the game.
Yeah,
like,
and you telling the truth. And here's what's crazy to me. Okay, the reason I was so blown back by what you said was you said that King Solomon would charge people who travel to get wisdom from him, meaning they paid him for what he know. They paid him for knowledge.
That is the gist of this whole deal,
right?
Yep.
So that means that all you have to do is learn, right? Self-development, self-development, and self-improvement.
Come on. That's it.
People will pay you for what you know.
That's it.
Now check this out. The reason I said earlier, a hurricane season is not meant to kill you, it's meant to build you. If I didn't go through what I went through, I would never know any of this stuff.
That's it.
So I never look at those situations. At first I'd be like, man, why this happening to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, man, like I told you, everything that I was going through, being broke, zeros in every bank account, these people trying to sue me. I'm about to have a baby. My car broke down. My AC was broke. Man, I'm like, I'm going through all this pressure. But what I started to do was I started to pray. I was praying, right? And God says that, like, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I just told you about everything I'm going through. All those weapons formed against me. He never said that the weapons wouldn't hurt you. He said the weapons wouldn't prosper. They still hurt.
Exactly.
They just won't win.
Facts.
And when my wife told me, and I truly believe, like, if I'm ever going through something in my life I can't beat, God gives me a baby. Like, when my first time having my first kid, dude, I had my first apartment. I was making $10 an hour, and I was trying to sell marketing. Like, my job, like, so $10 an hour, that was second shift, and then I was selling digital marketing throughout the day. Man, I made $3,000 my first year.
Oh, wow.
$21,000 my second year. And I ain't stuttering either. Like, the whole year, like, I was selling penny candy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My third year, when I had my baby, that marketing company hit $1 million in sales. Here's the funny part. I was the only sales rep. They ain't had nobody else selling for them but me.
Hold on, yo. Hold on. Did y'all take this in? Did y'all listen to this? Did y'all hear this? This man said a company made $1 million in sales. And this brother right here, this man, right there, look, this man right here.
Yeah, okay.
This man right here. You generated that.
Yes.
Wow.
Here's how it works. And this is why what you said was so powerful about getting paid monthly.
Talk to him.
Because with marketing companies, when you're doing Google ads, Facebook ads, SEO, any kind of monthly recurring services, it makes it easier to hit that $1 million when you got all these companies paying you every single month.
There it is.
So that $1 million, a lot of that came from recurring revenue, bro.
That's it.
The reason why I made so much money in marketing sales is because every time one of my marketing clients paid their marketing bill, I also kept getting commission on those clients. So I got one client, if you paying $3,000 a month, I'm getting commission on that $3,000 a month as long as you're a client. So marketing companies make a lot of their money off what's called the lifetime value. The lifetime value of a customer.
Yep.
Right. So if you paying $3,000 a month and I'm getting commission on that, and you with this company for 5 years, man, you paid me for 5 years. I'm building that.
That's it.
So you're not wrong when you said that you got to get that monthly stuff coming in. And so I'm telling you, bro, like, I started learning all these things at my lowest point, dog.
Yeah.
Right. And I started really putting everything together. And I'll tell you this, there has been a lot of, I don't even know let's say bad juju around True Version Media. Right. Here's why. Because I hosted I rent photo booths, even though I used to sell digital marketing, and I used to wipe the flow with these dudes, and it wasn't even close. $1 million in sales, bro. Because the marketing company I worked for at the time in Northwest Indiana, a lot of my competitors, we all started around the same time. I was the only sales rep with them that was with a marketing company. The other marketing companies, they own the companies and they did the work and they did the sales. If I'm the only sales rep, you can't sell more than me. This is what I do.
Exactly.
Right. So I knew that, and I just hit it really hard. So when I started to learn all, I started putting all this stuff together. So I did that for 5 years. But the reason why, True Version Media, it was a lot of hating going on from other marketing companies when I started True Version Media.
Yeah.
The first guy, so I went to a networking event and I said, hey guys, I'm hosting a personal brand and a content creation workshop. Here's flyers for anybody want to show up. It's $150. A guy with another marketing company, you know what he came up and told me?
What
he said, man, you're not going to be able to fill up a room full of people doing this. I said, well, why not? He was like, well, based off what? Like, why would somebody come to your class? Basically, he's saying what I'm teaching can't be that valuable. So the day of, when I see 30 people in a room, bro, I video recorded it and I sent it to him. Hey, look at all these people. Because anytime you tell me I can't do something, bro, that's a challenge.
It is, man.
People take it as a diss. It is a diss. I just take it as a challenge. All right, watch this. So I did that. And since then, people were been going around trashing on the classes that I teach, telling people that what I say is not true and that I'm a hype company. Like, because the first slide that I show on my presentation is a screenshot of all these zeros in my bank account. The reason I do that is because I'm letting people know, bro, this is real information that changed my life. This is not a gimmick. When I say all zeros, there they go. Other people will teach a social media class and they will not show that. And I showed that in my personal branding class. Yeah. So how could I talk about vulnerability and putting yourself out there if I'm not doing that myself? Right? Here's the zeros.
Yeah.
Don't judge me based off my situation. Judge me based off my response. Right?
Love that. Yeah.
So I put it out there. But since I weave my story into what I teach, because it's personal branding, I got to tell you what I went through and how I made it up out of there. They can't say the same thing because you ain't go through what I went through. So when they teach any kind of social media, they're going to talk about post 2 to 3 times a week on social media.
Yep.
They're going to teach you how to use Canva. All that stuff don't work. Look at and I'm not lying. If you go to these marketing companies in Northwest Indiana and start looking at their social media accounts, look at the engagement, look at the likes, look at the comments. What they produce is what they charge for. You're probably paying $500 to $1,500 a month.
Exactly.
So when they see me host my very first workshop and it's 30 people on there, they say the first question that comes into their mind is, what qualifies someone to even speak on that? You don't. The people that purchased my class did.
Exactly.
All of them say I was that thing, right? For personal branding and content creation. So how come they teach social media, but they don't teach content creation? Because they don't know how to create content. And guess what? Here's the biggest eye opener is because the same people that's talking to smack, then let me see you create content. Go over there and sit in front of the camera, go create some content. They can't do it because they got the video phobia.
Exactly.
If they really show that they don't know how to go on camera and create a video, that's going to hurt their credibility. Why am I paying you if you can't even go out there and create content?
Exactly. If you don't know how to do it.
If you don't know how to do it, they won't do it.
And that's the thing, because what you're providing is the real life experience behind what you're talking about.
I tell people the real life experience and I show you how to do it.
Yep.
I was broke. Now I'm not. This is how I did it.
And see, the thing is, and a lot of people used to think that all that stuff was like hype, hype companies as well. And I said to myself, because I used to be a, what do they call that, man? When you, Jesus, I was doing this a few years ago.
Okay.
Where it was network marketing, but it was all collective.
Yeah. Is it affiliate marketing?
Affiliate marketing. I was doing affiliate marketing.
Right.
And the way I was kind of going through and doing affiliate marketing, it wasn't the game a little bit. I see where it had bits and pieces of in there, but it wasn't fully one of those things that I could hop on with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And it wasn't until, I'm telling you, man, and I'm letting all y'all know, it wasn't until I heard Myron Golden really talk what he was talking. And again, give this principle right here out. it made the most sense to me.
Yeah.
All I had to do was I just had to be the one to create something.
That's it.
Now, I know I can do it now. And I do know I can do it now. The problem with me is, brother, I just haven't put forth the effort so I can do it. Brother, I had everything set up on the StreamYard for the webinar. I invested in this other webinar program or whatever. I could have 450 seats all.
Yeah.
You know, I already had slots, the prices, everything like that. I already know I could have filled it up. I was already putting the money behind to market. Like, because if y'all don't understand and know, sometimes it does take a little bit of money to push to your audience. Now, for the algorithm, I do believe it might take about $700 to really get it pushed.
Okay.
I believe that's true.
Yeah.
Because pre-pandemic, or kind of when the pandemic was starting, you used to be able to put $50 on the post.
And that was jumping.
And brother,
yeah,
that $50 will get you gone.
Right.
If I would have done that during the pandemic, brother, I'd have been on social media everywhere by now. If all of us would have did that,
yeah,
we all would have blew up with our businesses, bro.
And you know, and here's the thing. You exactly right. It's different now.
It's way different.
Right.
They had to revamp it, man.
Today's price ain't yesterday's price.
It's not.
And that's even for Mark Zuckerberg and them Zuck bucks.
Exactly.
Right.
You ain't lying.
That $50 ain't gonna do you no good.
No good.
But this is why my stuff that I teach is so powerful, because all these are organic strategies.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Yes.
I put in the work, and I'm still putting in the work. I'm not even a finished product.
Yeah.
Right. And so when you can do all that stuff and put content out there and you ain't paying no money, bro, everybody needs to be on social media running their business this way.
Facts.
Get in front of your business. And I'm telling you, to go back to that lady at Benedictine.
Yeah. Dog,
I just did a virtual class for her students. And she teach a master level marketing class. And I'm over here teaching them. I ain't go to college. I was just really broke and learned.
He ain't go to college, y'all.
And it's not about what you learn. It's about how fast you implement what you learn. It's a lot of smart dummies out there.
I agree.
They know a lot of stuff, don't use none of it.
Bro.
You ain't got to threaten me with a good time. If I see something work one time, that's good enough.
My man.
Come on,
you know
bro.
what? This brother, bro, I told y'all that I had something for y'all today. Was I lying to y'all?
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I told y'all I had something. I don't know, man. People need to hear more of this. We need to have more of these conversations, because the thing is, it's something that I'm doing and I want to tell you about.
Come on, man.
And I want to tell you.
I'm ready for it.
I'm not about to tell it on air.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, they don't. And it's not because, believe me, it's not because I'm trying to gatekeep, because once I do it, I'll give it out there. And it's to me, it's very simple. To me, it's a very simple concept. It's just building it. It's just building the back end. You know, you try to find companies to do stuff for you. It does get technical at times, but I got one company to do one thing for me, which was great. Well, and free game people, I'm gonna tell y'all this. You always don't have to go with American companies to do what you have to do for you.
Facts.
Because the thing is, in America, we might charge $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, maybe $10,000 to do something, but you go overseas, it might be $600 to $1,000. Cha-ching! I just want to throw that out there.
Come on, bro.
I just want to put that out there.
You telling the truth?
If y'all really want something created for you, if y'all really want something developed for you, if you really want to take that to the next level, go overseas. Talk to the people. Okay, I'm gonna give up some more game just because I'm feeling good right now.
This is a day to get a game away.
Just because I'm feeling good. We only got a little bit of time, but I just want to say this. So, you know, when you go on Wix, or we'll just use Wix. We'll use Wix.
Okay. And
you developing your website. You know how sometimes when you want to use that widget, right? That widget that has them pre-programmed things in there for you. Did you know you can actually call the people who developed the widget and they can actually add on to the widget for you so you can customize the widget? I just want to let y'all know that. I just gave y'all a smidget of what I did.
Can I get some more game away?
Come on, dog. Come on.
For the free 99?
Free 99. Let's go.
If you have a Wix website, you actually don't own that website.
That is very true too.
If so, you can build it.
Yeah.
You can add all the content, all the video work you want to do to it, add all that stuff to it to give it SEO value. Once you cancel that website, your website will cancel with Wix, is gone.
Gone.
And you got to rebuild another one.
He ain't lying about it.
I tell people, man, use Wix, because if it is a great platform. I'm not dissing it.
Yeah.
It's a great platform because it's a front end website builder. It's easy, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But once you're ready to take your game to an entirely another level, build your own site, bro.
Build your own site.
Just invest. And then you can take that same website and you can host it wherever you want. It's the same thing as having a unlocked phone, right? This phone right here is unlocked. I can go to any phone service carrier that I want and get a SIM card in that thing and get it popping because I bought it unlocked. I'm not making payments. That's it. If I want to go switch my phone service, I don't have to purchase a whole nother phone.
Facts.
Nah, bro, I just buy it unlocked. It's a little bit more expensive, but come on, man.
Definitely. See, okay, y'all. See, we could talk about this stuff all day because the things that I've looked at in terms of business and just how I would want to move around, and a lot of this just happened with me. Shout out to Malachi Moore, my guy who does all my graphics and all that other stuff. Shout out to Malachi. Because Malachi works heavily on a lot of the stuff. And it wasn't until I asked him to just check into something for me.
Yeah.
And when he checked in, I was very just surprised about the results that we were given. And it was so good that I had to jump on it right then and there.
Okay.
Because it's just stuff like that, man, that makes you want to be an entrepreneur. Learning that part of the game right there that I just literally told y'all about going for your stuff. Because it's people overseas who will develop your product just as good as these American companies will. And I'm just letting you know, if you want something good, it don't have to cost a lot of money. You can still get you some good quality. Make sure you vet some people, ask some questions, make sure that they can actually produce what it is that you're looking for, because that's key. Because you don't want nobody giving you trash, but you can pay less.
No, you're right, man. And bro, for the most part, man, I really appreciate just being able to come on and give game.
Oh, no problem.
You know what I mean? Like this dude, and what's so crazy, because I guess I'll just go ahead and talk about this real quick. So, matter of fact, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go live. I'm gonna put this up on my Facebook Live because I'm supposed to be making an announcement to my audience anyway.
Okay, he gonna make this.
So,
we got 2 good minutes.
All right.
You can do it in 2 minutes.
I can do it in 2 minutes.
He can do it in 2 minutes, y'all.
All right.
He can do it in 2 minutes. See, I told y'all I had something for y'all today. Y'all thought I was playing with y'all. I told y'all that we was gonna give up some game. I told y'all that we was gonna give up these nuggets. See, I love doing shows like this because y'all need to understand this right here is what it takes.
It is.
It's a lot of gatekeepers, but let's go.
Why this is loading? All right, so I'm just gonna talk about it. So I like I said, somebody stole the name True Version Media. So that name was stolen, right?
Yeah.
And so since I cannot use the name True Version Media anymore, I had to shut that company down.
Yeah.
And I told my audience I'm gonna be making a huge announcement. And this is the announcement. I'm gonna be hosting a launch party.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn a bad situation into a good situation. And I got this idea through prayer. Right. So this launch party, I'm gonna be announcing my new business name.
Come on.
My new logo.
Come on.
Right. And this launch party is going to be September 5th. And I'm going to be hosting it at the Uptown Social.
Okay.
And so the Uptown Social, man, they blessed me so much. I don't even have to pay a dime for the venue.
Come on.
So, and this is why I wear this shirt. So Psalms 37 verses 13 through 17.
Yeah.
It talks about how God laughs at the wicked because he knows that their day is coming. Right. So the people that stole my business name, I used to work for them at a marketing company that I told you I produced $1 million for.
Yep.
They don't want to see me do good. So they stole my business name. Everything they've been trying to do for the last 3 years is to bury me to make sure I don't succeed.
Because they know you could take those gifts and talents and use them for yourself, brother.
But God, he said, man, when people create weapons to hurt you, those weapons are actually gonna hurt them. They stole my business name. I'm having this launch party. I'm turning a bad situation to a good situation. September 5th.
September 5th.
Yep. At the Uptown Social.
Okay.
It's going to be at 6:00. And this is when they did that. It's not the end of my story. It's actually the beginning.
Come on, y'all. And we're going to end it like that. Once again, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, and the homie, Selah Brooks.
Let's do it.
In the building, man.
Come on, man.
Listen, I think we just got to do another show like this, big dog, because this is good stuff. But all right, y'all, we're going to tap out. And once again, we on WCHI Biggs Radio Chicago from the A-Track to the latest app. Y'all stay tuned. Here it is. Julian St. Chris is up next, and we will be back next week, y'all.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.